Hi everyone, thank you so much for stopping by today. Today's video is going to be about my top polish picks for the fall. Now, I know that there's a lot of these videos going out there right now, and I absolutely am loving them all because I just love to see all the different polishes that are out there. I mean, there are so many, and I own quite a bit, and I can't believe how many polish picks are out there that I just, didn't even think about. So I'm just want to jump right in, and I want to share with you guys what I am picking as my top 10. Initially, I kind of wanted to do just like a top 5, but that's hard. So I ended up with a top 10 and, well, almost a bonus one, but we'll get there and just enjoy the ride. That's all I have to say is just enjoy the ride. So anyways, let's start with the first one. Let me pull out, because I'm going to kind of randomly pull out these little nail picks and kind of pick a polish, and then we'll go. So why don't we go ahead and start with the one that I'm currently wearing right now, and it's KB Shimmer, and this is the actual polish right here, and it's in Pun King Spice Latte. I thought the name was genius, guys. I thought it was so cute. But anyways, guys, I'm absolutely loving this polish. I bought it last year, a little bit, I think it must have been like in November, and so I didn't get to wear it last fall, but it's still available on their website, and it's really a terracotta pumpkin kind of shade. It's definitely a peachy ginger kind of shade, and I love this polish. It is one of those that you can actually just do one coat, and that is rare. If I am in a hurry and I need to get a polish on, I like to know that I have one coat polishes in my collection, and this one is definitely one of those. When I was putting it on today, if you put a nice thick coat and your nails aren't very long, because if your nails are long, that's a different story, then you can definitely get away with one coat of pumpkin spice latte. It just goes on so easily. It's just performs so well. Most of my polishes will be topped today with Glisten and Glow, simply because that's the one I'm using in my rotation right now. I ran out of my Essie gel setter, but it's a very good top coat, and it just is very shiny, and it definitely makes this one very, very shiny. I'm very, very happy with this polish, and I'm happy that I remembered to pull it out, because like I said, I bought it last year and it just kind of sat there. So I'm happy I've used it. It's no longer an untried in my collection. And the next polish I want to share with you guys is Mellow by Glitter Daze. It's a beautiful muted yellow, mustardy yellow really, but it's muted and it's in the lighter spectrum. It's not like the I think it's called Take Courage by China Glaze, and I have that one, and that one's a richer, almost has a little bit more brown in it. This one doesn't. It's a muted, light mustard yellow, almost like a Grey Poupon kind of yellow, the light yellow. It's just so very, very pretty. I just loved it. It had a really good formula. It was two-coater. It's a cream polish, and in the picture you'll see it that I wore it with another polish, and I'll be sure to note it. I can't remember it right now, but I know that I wore it with another polish. It was a combo, and I love that combo together. But I really, really, really enjoyed this polish. Now I live in Florida, and we don't get the change in seasons like most places in the world. We get it, right now today it's fall and it's 82. So, and that's a really nice fall day. Typically a fall day for us is 88. So to us 82 is a great fall day. Anyway, so it's easier for me to relate with something like this because it's almost like a summery, but yet it has enough depth to it to be considered a fall polish. So I really, really like it. Two-coater, great formula, just performed really, really well. And the next polish I want to share with you guys is one by Color Club, and it's called Tribe and True, and it is a deep olive green. Here's a little swatch of it. Let me see if I can. Here's a swatch of it. However, the picture right here will be a better representation. That manicure was on my daughter, and it was a really, really bad manicure. I did it really quickly on her. We had somewhere to go, and she needed her nails done. But anyways, that's not here or there. What's important is the polish, and I really like this color. I love olive greens. When it comes to nail polish, for some reason, I prefer almost the olive greens rather to like a Kelly green. I have some Kelly greens, but I'm drawn to this kind of a deep, just it has some kind of, has character to me. And I really like this one with Tribe and True. It's just, it has character. However, it is a 3-coat polish. You can't really get away with 2. It's kind of thin, and that first coat really goes on very, very thin, but it builds up nicely. It's got a pretty good formula. I really like this one. I think it looks beautiful on the nail. It just performs really well, and it is very, very color appropriate for the season. It just looks like leaves, or like, you know, outside. I just love it. It's so pretty. I highly recommend that one. So I always like to include a blue in any kind of favorites because blue tends to be one of my favorite nail polishes. But for the fall, I'm really particular about the kind of blue that I like. And so I had to go into last year's OPI collection, and I picked out OPI's Less is Norse. And yes, this is a blue, but it's, I want to go say almost like a gray blue, a Confederate blue, maybe a more gray Confederate blue, if I could say that. It's got quite a bit of gray, quite a bit of almost like a brown in it, and then it's got the blue. And so it's just, it's beautiful nail polish on the nail. It's just slightly different than your, you know, it's slightly different than what's the norm. And when you talk about blue nail polish, it's not a Pacific blue, it's not a baby blue, it's just got a bit more character, and on the nail it just looks very, very rich and so appropriate for this season. I like this on the toes. It's one of those that you kind of can get away with wearing it with anything. If you're gonna wear a sandal, because like I said, it's warm here in Florida, you can get away with wearing a sandal and wearing your jeans. It kind of goes with that. But at the same token, on your nails, it's just a rich, very elegant kind of polish, in my opinion. You know, when you're going to go into a blue, it's kind of always a little bit, you know, it's not the norm. You know, it's not a pink, it's not a red, it's a blue, but yet it's still quite elegant on the nail. Really love this polish, and I like the formula quite a bit too. And then my next polish is one that I got really excited when I saw it. I'm not a big purple polish fan. I know that that might surprise some of you because, you know, I just don't tend to gravitate toward purples. I do like a good lavender. However, KL Polish came out this year with Yzma, and I gotta tell y'all, Yzma's got my heart. Yzma. And here's the nail swatch. Let me see if I can get it where you guys can see it better. There's the nail swatch. Guys, Yzma. It's such a deep, almost blackened purple, but the purple is like a micro shimmer within it, and there's like a duochrome because there's a bit of almost like a gold inside of it. Oh, it's just lovely. And then when you put it on your nails, you know, initially when you look at it, it's almost like a black, like a blackberry, like a black cherry. Black cherry would be more appropriate. But then it's got that whole gold shimmer that runs throughout it, and it makes it, I don't want to say a duochrome, but there's a chrome to it inside of it. It's just a brilliant polish. It looks so good on the nails. I really like that one. Again, it's a 2-coat polish. However, that one is one of the ones that you can probably get away with a nice thick 1-coat. It's a great formula. Loved it. And the brushes in her polishes are just brilliant. And so then, since we're talking about chromes, you know, again, not one of my favorite formulas. I don't tend to really buy a lot of them, but last year I did the mystery polishes with, what's it called, Julep, and they sent me this one. And this one's called Daylee, and oh my goodness, Daylee. Let me see if I can kind of get the reflection of the color in that, you know, on the camera. It goes from almost like a teal blue to a green to a gold. I hope that comes through and that you guys can see it, because on the actual nail swatch, it's not, it does show, like if you are shifting about, it does have that shift, just not as beautiful as in the bottle. That being said, on the nail, it's gorgeous. And you'll see a picture up there. It looks beautiful on the nails. And for chrome, for me, who tells you guys that I really don't like chromes, I really like that one. It's so perfect for fall. It looks beautiful on the nails. And again, it's just slightly off the beaten path. You know, it's just not part of the normal polishes that you would see, you know, out there, but just different enough to catch your attention and to keep you interested. And so I love that polish. And then I'm going to talk about a glitter. Now guys, here it is. Here's the nail swatch. Oh, it's so pretty, guys. It's so pretty. And it's Glow With Me by Ella and Mila. Now I only own 2 polishes by this company, and I really like both of them, but the standout has got to be this glitter. It's a copper glitter. Let me see if you guys can see that better up close. It's a copper glitter, and I think it's suspended in a clear, almost, well, it seems to be suspended in a clear base, but it's micro shimmery glitter. And so when you apply it on the nail, and this is 3 coats, and you'll see it on my nail there on the picture. When you apply it on the nail, on the 3rd coat, it goes, it can be worn on its own, and it's so very pretty. I love copper and I love metallics, but I love copper most of all. I like copper and rose gold. Those seem to be the colors that I'm gravitating most right now to. And I just really love the way that it wears on the nail. It is a glitter, so it's a little bit of a pain in the butt to remove. That being said, it's a great polish and it's beautiful on the nail, and I highly, highly recommend it for the fall. So then I was looking at my choices and I was like, there's no Essie. How can that be? I didn't pick an Essie. And then I remembered, oh my God, I forgot about Essie's Fall for NYC. And I was able to get my hands on this year. And here it is on the nail swatch. It's very much a peachy yellow polish. It's a cream polish. It's got a really good formula. It's got the new brush, which I really like. Really, Essie, you made my day. You gave us a new brush. But it's such a good polish with a good formula, and it looks really good on the nails. It is more of that transition shade, I would say, from summer into fall. But for me, I'm in Florida, so I could wear it all fall. I really like it. I think it's pretty. And it's almost like a sunflower kind of yellow, if that makes sense, but yet it's got enough peach in it, orange in it, to really make it a fall shade. I really like it, and I highly recommend that one. And then, okay, we can't just have one glitter. We gotta have 2 glitters, because it's not fair to just have one. And so the second glitter I picked would be by H&M, and it's this one right here, and it's called Bijoux. And I picked this up this summer in New York, and I just love it. It's got micro shimmers, and that seems to be where I'm kind of sitting right now. I'm really enjoying the micro shimmer glitters. I'm not using as many of the big hexagon ones. I'm really enjoying the little sparkly, like little sparkly lights on your nails. And this one has both a bit of gold and a little bit of the silver inside of a clear base. And it's really hard to build it up to a solid. Here it is in the swatch, and that's 3 coats of it in that swatch. And so even on your nail, I tend to always put like a coat of whatever polish I'm using, so it will pick up the shimmer from Bijoux but have a base to work with. Or you could also use it with a jelly. I haven't done that yet, but I will say that I like it very much as a topper, and I can get away with doing 1 or 2 coats as a topper, and it works beautifully. I really am enjoying the H&M polishes. They're hard to get for me here where I live, but when I can get my hands on them, believe you me, I'm getting my hands on them. And then, because I like OPI and I like fall colors, I had to pick one more, and I love this one. This is from the collection, was it 2 years ago? It's called Squeaker of the House, OPI Squeaker of the House. Was that 2 years ago? It's quite a bit, I think. But anyways, it's a brown. I'm not going to tell you it's not a brown. It's a brown. It's quite a brown, but it's a rich brown. It's got a little bit of purple in it, and let me kind of get you guys up close. And I hope that the camera will kind of pick up on the purple inside of it, and then there's a bit of like a gray, almost charcoal gray to it, but with a brown. So when you put it all together, oh, it's so pretty. And here's the nail swatch. I'll bring it up closer. And again, I always include a picture. I just think it's a beautiful polish. It wears really well with 2 coats. Again, top coat, it's got a great formula, and I just love it in the fall. A good brown in the fall, you can't get any better than that. And then the bonus polish. Guys, I couldn't stop myself. I had to pick one more. The reason I ended up picking up a bonus polish is that all the other polishes that I chose are readily available right now at whatever house that you're looking at. KB Shimmer has the Pumpkin Spice Latte. Color Club still carries the Tried and True. All of them, they're available. You can find them. Maybe the Less is Norse might be a little bit harder to find because it was from last year's collection, but I've seen it at Marshall's and at TJ Maxx. So yeah, it's still you know, out there. You can get your hands on it. But this one was from the Polish Pickup. I think it was in September, and it is by Femme Fatale, and it's Agrabah. And oh guys, this polish, when I was scrolling through the Polish Pickup, I was like, I like that. Passed it, and I would pass it, come back, and I'm like, that's just so interesting. And I'd pass it again and go, I gotta get that. And then I would pass it again. I think I must have passed by it 3 times before I finally said, I'm putting that in my basket. And I did. And so here is the nail swatch, so you guys can see it. And I'll obviously include the picture. But why it's so interesting to me, it's almost like a jelly base, and it's got flakies inside of it, but they're like small flakies. They're not big flakies. And the flakies shift from green to yellow to pink to almost like purple, kind of the shades that you have at dusk, you know, in the sky. That Polish Pickup was with the musicals, and I believe that they were basing it on Aladdin and that scene where they're flying on the magic carpet and they've got the night sky, you know. It's just gorgeous. I really like it. However, if I'm not wrong, Polish Pickups, you can't get them once that month is expired. So this isn't part of the regular line. However, if you have it, pull it out and use it. If you can get your hands on it, pull it out and use it. It's a beautiful polish. It does take 3 coats. You might even need 4 coats, but it is worth the time and the effort, because once you get it on your nails, you're just gonna sit there and stare at your nails, because that's what I did. I sat and stared at my nails for days. So guys, those are my favorite picks for the fall this year. I know that it's a lot. And so I'm grateful that you sat and watched me for that long. Thank you so much for coming by to visit. Thank you so much for your encouragement during the season. I'm so very grateful that you guys have stuck around to watch me. And I hope you guys have a really good day. And guys, come back and visit me. Bye. Be blessed.